Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sooners will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, when your QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You going right or you going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. Nice decision there by the quarterback.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. Turns it on in midfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. It's year 5 now for Shane Beamer at South Carolina. The Gamecocks coming off their best season since 2013. Now the question is, what's a realistic ceiling?
And I think getting to that 10-win mark. Last year they had 9 wins, but the offense took off, and having a dude like Lenora Sellers, Jesse, that's a full-grown man that can do so much for an offense. Excited to see if he can take that next step.
Yeah, I think based on his success last year, that helped out the portal, that helped out high school recruiting. Guys want to play with him. He's that exciting. So I think the quarterback spot, I think that's a huge key to see if the Gamecocks can take that next step.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They just keep firing. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Got the quick completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harbor. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
The Gamecocks are on the move. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught in the backfield. It's Bennett. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Number 8, catching score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Off the play fake. Under fire. He's going to run it.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Now on second down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Under fire. Keeps it going. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ready to fire from the pistol. He leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. To throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback extends the play. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll put it into the night sky for the first time. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The defense was asking for that penalty immediately, and they got it. Offensive pass interference waves off the first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Gibson. Tripped up for the tackle.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense, and the offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Bennett. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for once.
Guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Got his man on the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Finds his man, it's Barnes. Gets it out to the 27-yard line and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
17, Oklahoma, 0.
And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going.
Caught at the 25. Turning on the Jets. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Off play action on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Good timing on the quick out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Rushes on him. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air, it's Mateer. And he dropped it, just didn't work the thing all the way in.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. You just got to make the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Grab behind the line. It's Burks. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for room, it's Barnes. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Mateer. He wants it all. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. From the gun, the ground game. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quick completion to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the 3rd quarter. The defense just forced a 3 and out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
Kick is in the air. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. That they did their part, score, your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Burks. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We asked earlier this week, who's Who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Grab behind the line, it's Gibson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 35, he's open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing.
Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working there. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Sooners! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Handoff from the gun. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Off the play fake on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll run it from the gun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. Sweet cut. Oh, he broke out another move.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
That's caught. It's Bennett. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Harbor.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And the defense was locked in. You can tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
Red pass, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's on. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Unloads it left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Hunt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
First down here for the offense. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll do it himself. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Sooners will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Looking downfield on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Bennett. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds us back in the middle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They move on top here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He's in open space downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Slithers into space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for it all. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quick completion on the out route. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Looking for space. It's Mark. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! They strike first in overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go.
Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
That ties the game at 38 all.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. To the air, it's Sellers. They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime.
And makes the score. South Carolina, 46. Oklahoma.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He'll start this drive firing. Going to try to get it himself. To the 10. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution, dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack from both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll do it himself on the draw. They couldn't get it in, and what a heartbreaking way for this one to end in double overtime. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack,